all sounds a bit different. I have escaped from the studio. I'm now a whole long way away outside the forum. I think my voice is echoing round because I'm near Paul Thompson's microphone. We've been talking about you floating to the Fringe, and this milk float of yours, it is rather swisher than I was expecting.
Well, yeah, it's a definitely posh milk float, you could say, but yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's turned out actually. You never imagined when I first had the idea that it would look this good at the end. So
when you came up with the idea, were you imagining the average little milk float?
Yeah, well I actually did put a deposit down on a different milk float, and it was a bit of a heat actually, but I never told anybody that at the time because I was trying to get sponsorship. So I just got a picture from their website of one that they'd done up, the company who's done it for me, but then this other one came along, and it was made by a company that made built Bloomberg, who built the world land speed record. So I thought, well, it goes 3 miles an hour quicker than most milk floats, so I've got to have it. So
what is your top speed out of interest, Paul?
I did actually, I've done 30 miles an hour going down Lodge Hill into Upper Sheringham, and I actually broke the speed limit coming through Horsford today. I did over 20 miles an hour through there, so, but I don't think anyone was too worried. But
yeah, so I always think when you speed, not that I'm encouraging people in vintage vehicles or milk floats to speed, but you always feel like you should get a medal if you manage to get above a certain speed. This is fully kitted out. We'll have a little investigation inside, but we've been following your journey a little bit with BBC Radio Norfolk. For people who are hearing about floating to the Fringe for the first time today, where on earth did the idea come from? Was it a particularly heavy night when you thought it might be a good idea to drive to the Fringe?
ECD, I wanted to do something a bit different to help promote that. So I'd had this idea for ages, and I thought, well, I've been thinking about it for ages, so I might as well try and do it. So that was about a year ago, so it's taken quite a lot of work to get to this.
Did you expect it would be so well received? It's a lovely idea, but when you actually go to people and say, I'm going to the Fringe in a milk float, and they might not.
Well, I think it's a bit one of those kind of Marmite things that some people either get it or some people don't. You know, like I've said, I mean, I'll tell everybody that I talk to, any excuse I'll tell them that I've got a milk float, and some people just sort of go, oh, right, and then they just carry on talking about the weather, and it's like it goes straight over them, and then the other kind of people are like, oh wow, amazing, brilliant. So, but yeah, I've had a few people who supported me from the start. Green Britain Centre in Scotland, where the tour launch is on Friday night. They were the first people to book me, and they loved it because I've got solar panels on the roof. I'm travelling by electric power, so they've been behind it all the way.
There's been a lot to think about getting it all together, from funding to setting stuff up to finding a milk float in the first place. Well, obviously you found one to begin with. The first one that was a bit too broken to actually make the journey. Was that hard to find?
Yeah, they're harder to get than you thought. You know, when I first had the idea, I thought it'd be easy. You get about one every 2 or 3 months on eBay, and they're normally completely. And then there's one other company in the country that does them, and I found them in Oxfordshire. They're brilliant. They've done them up for like Red Bull and things that look like Red Bull cans, and so for them this wasn't quite such a wacky idea. It's just like another day at the office, you know. So went to visit them a few times. You know, they kind of tuned in. They helped me with solar panels and stuff. And yeah, it's been brilliant. So.
Who knew Oxfordshire was home of the milk float? You've done yours up. It's got various bits of sponsorship around it. It's got paulsmusic.co.uk down the side. It is still white. Were you tempted at any point to turn it into crazy wacky colours?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I mean, I did wonder about bright yellow and green, kind of Norwich City colours, but with getting the sponsorship and everything, you need something fairly neutral so that all the logos and everything stand out. So in
Had
the
to
end,
compromise.
that one day, yeah.
And inside, are we allowed to climb on that side?
Yeah, sure.
Use a little step. And try to look very agile. Oh gosh, that's quite plush actually.
Yeah.
I'm looking here. Yeah, I did sort of fall off air really, didn't I? But it's all right because I lined up the most milk float friendly music that I could in the running order. So there was a bit of the fastest milk float in the West. I am now successfully in the milk float in a way that means my microphone still works, largely because my boss is now holding the area. Yeah, thank you very much, Anthony. And to resume, Paul Thompson, it's very comfortable in here. I'm going to sit on the edge rather than on the sofa because that's a bit too far away. But you've got your chest. I assume you've got this all lined up so you can turn into a bed. How long in total are you going to have to sleep in a milk float?
Well, definitely 3 months, and then yeah, so it'll take 3 minutes to make it, 2.5, and then if you want to take it, I'm going to drive it home from Edinburgh as well. maybe coming back on the back of the lorry. I haven't decided yet. So,
The milk flow probably hasn't decided yet either.
no, that's it. Yeah, I've got a feeling the hills up in Scotland are probably a bit.
I just hope that somewhere along the line, some kind soul offers you, oh, I've got spare room, you can stay here, maybe you can find a B&B along the way.
Yeah, definitely. Well, actually, it's quite good in Scotland. Maybe quite a few hotels, maybe do very nice food up there. So I'm kind of thinking because we've got to play a lot of hotels, so I guess I'm going to stay with them like nice food.
That is very clever. Paul Thompson, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, season pro, you know, yeah.
Well, I remember you getting in touch with me when you first had the idea. I was so pleased to see that you've now got your milk float, it's all ready, it's all full of your stuff. It's like going on holiday with my nanny. She gets this much of that stuff and going away for a week. You are poised, and you've also got your guitar. You're performing here outside the forum for anyone who's in Norwich and wants to come and see. Will you do a track for us before I run back upstairs?
I'd absolutely love to.
Take it away. I will go and find the best position to listen to you here outside the forum, which is a perfect amphitheatre space.
How many days till they go? Only they can know. But I feel them coming in the air like a necklace of pearls tonight. I hear them call over distant seas, making their way back home to me. Flight of the geese isn't so far away, 'cause that north wind always gets its way. Fills me with wonder every time they come back along the sky. Home to the wandering geese, a piece of land on a short term lease. Lesson in them, lesson